How's it going, folks? Russell here from Epperson Woodworking. We're going to attempt a little experiment, I guess you'd call it. I've been building these little cutting boards here, and I wanted to see if I could dye them, but I was looking for something that would be food grade, something that's not going to not be able to allow you to cut your food on top of the board. So I'm going to attempt to put some food coloring in the mineral oil and see if it'll dye the board. Alright, I have poured some mineral oil in a little cup here that I've just cut, old water bottle cut open. And we're going to attempt to put a little blue food coloring in there and mix it up and see how it looks. And then from there, we're going to attempt to pour it on the board and see what it does to the board. I mean, at worst, I lose the board and scrap out and start over. But maybe not. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I put the food coloring in it. And as you can see, the food coloring is not really spreading out. It's just beating up in the oil. So I'm going to attempt to zap this in my microwave, heat up the oil, and see if the food coloring will be accepted to the oil now, and then go from there. Alright, so I've heated it up in my microwave, and as you can see, it broke down the food coloring more, but the oil is not really accepting the food coloring. But I'm going to go ahead and pour it out and smear it out and see what happens on the wood. See what happens, just to see what it looks like. It may just give some cool design, you know, like a splatter paint job or something. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it on there just for fun of it and see what happens, and go from there. As you can see, it's not really accepting it. I've got a couple places where the blue dye has hit the wood, but the oil's keeping it from mixing into the wood. I got a glove on here trying to smear it in to see what happens. Just curious if I leave it on there, if it'll at least give the wood a little bit of a blue tint maybe. I mean, that would be really cool, but I'll keep rubbing it in, see how long I have to rub it, and see how long it takes to get a blue tint, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here's my first attempt. It didn't turn out very well by adding the food coloring to the mineral oil. One thought I have had, it was actually suggested by my wife, is adding food coloring to a little bit of water and rubbing it on before I apply my mineral oil coat. So we're going to flip this over, wipe off what we have on here. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to give that an attempt next and see how that turns out, and see if it dyes the wood and soaks into the wood better. We did blue on this side. I'll do red or yellow on the other side and see how it looks. Y'all stay tuned, and if you liked what we've done so far, give us that thumbs up. If you got any suggestions on how to maybe make this food color and stick to the wood, or got some ideas, leave us a comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know, and give us hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you know when we post videos. Alright, so I flipped the board over. Unfortunately, you can see here on the edges where it kind of bled through, where I had it laying on the shirt and the oil had ran around. But we're going to try to do the main part of it and see how that looks. I'm not really worried about how the edges look at the moment, because I just kind of want to see how this, see if it stains the wood or not. So y'all stay tuned. Let's see what this does. Alright, I got my red mixed into some water here. It's kind of lightly mixed. I may have to go a little bit darker. Let my camera focus here. And I'm going to go ahead and pour it on the board and let's see what it does to it. Kind of like putting a red Kool-Aid on it. Get it good and mixed up. Alright, so we got the red food coloring on it. And we're just kind of letting it set on. See if it takes two. I'm going to give it about 30 seconds or so. And then I'll wipe it off and see what the wood's looking like afterwards. Alright, so there's the after look. After adding adding a food coloring to a little bit of water and mixing it in. I made it kind of heavy. I guess you'd have to use your own discretion. But you give it kind of a, I don't know, not too much of a red, but it gave it an orange tint. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Like I said, leave me some comments below and hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to see more videos like this, more experimenting videos, trying different things. I only tried the food coloring because I was just curious of what it would do to the wood. I'm curious also if it'll hold color. I just wanted something that was food grade to go on my cutting boards. That way when I sell them to my customers, they get something that's food grade and safe. So like I said, if you guys like this, like and subscribe our channel. Hit that thumbs up. Leave us a comment below.